Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back for another deck profile here. Now, I have a couple decks that I wanted to like mash with Dragon Link. I have the Dragon Link Orcus. Obviously, I feel like people have done that before. Um, Obviously, I love dinosaurs, so this week I was just like, yo, let's try and put them together. Let's see what happens. Deck is very fun. It's very good too. Sometimes there's boards where like you just fucking blow out, dude. It kind of reminds me of Infernities in a sense, because like you search like your one-ofs a lot, which is very cool. Very huge fan of that. But also, just the power the deck has going second as well. Like, you wouldn't probably play this as a going second deck, but like a lot of the time you'll just fucking go second. You'll be like, yo, this is lit. Like the sixth card just gave me the fucking see you later. But you know, dude, so I will show you a combo video at the end of this. There's multiple different ways this can happen. Also, one person suggested that I should start putting the extra cards in hand to show that. So I will in this format. In this case of this combo, you actually need the cards if you go first. So even going second as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get right on into it. Oh, one thing I want to talk about too was I know everyone got their fucking stimulus check, dude, and they're fucking lit, dude. The buyouts, come on, guys, this is fucking wild, dude. I mean, I'm not mad at it because I'm just, you know, my collection's fantastic right now, but the buyouts are fucking crazy, dude. Especially with the Dragon Link stuff, all that stuff. I was looking at buying like old fairy cards from like Ancient Sanctuary and shit, and I saw fucking Moki first ads were like 25, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much the end of that. Sick. But yeah, guys. So without further ado, let's get right on to it. So obviously this is Dinosaur Dragon Link. So obviously two Ultimate Conductors, cards the nuts. Also sometimes the Chaos Ruler, the level 8 Synchro. There's actually been times I've not sacked, but been very lucky off that card. And this, you know, it got me there with the Conductor. So also the one Panker Top's very good at going second, obviously. Also, you can get this out of the deck with the Evolution Pill, obviously. And then free Oviraptor. I mean, there's not really much to say about this card. It's very good. So also, I know you guys remember the old like Dragon Link deck with like this and Ib, when Ib would like search, like, you know, just this build's kind of like that. Obviously it's different, but and then the pretty miscellaneous. I mean, this card insane. I'm so glad to stay at 3. You know, I don't have much else to say about that. Also, all right, so for the dinosaur, like one-ofs, I guess, the Carbonetin. This card's insane. If it battles a fire monster, it gains 1,000 attack. Also, you can banish this card from your graveyard to summon a level 7 or lower dragon from your deck. So, and also see the one Aeolo. Summon this off of Miscellaneousaurus. It's a tuner. Then these are your prime Carbonetin targets or needle fiber targets, whatever you want to, you know, however you want to do it. The Flammable Guard and the Galaxy Serpent, both tuners, level 1, level 2 light. Level 2 light, this one actually comes up more. You'd like opening this more, obviously, than you'd like opening the Flammable one. So, but yeah, guys. And then, obviously, you know, you gotta play fucking Dragoons. Once again, the buyouts, insane. Kind of fucking wilded out by the Dragoons prices right now, but that's okay. That card is very good. Also, especially since like Virtual World found that new combo where they make it with Muddy Mud Dragon or whatever the fucking Tzolk'in and stuff. So, but and then the next guys. So for the Dragon Link portion, I actually chose to play more rockets. Like, as I noticed when I was playtesting the deck, I noticed the rockets, I liked having them in my hand. So, like the Striker Dragon, when it would add the field spell, boot sector launch, and then you could just drop the dudes down, and that's that. So, I actually went from a rocket I went from 2 to 3 of these like multiple times. Rocket Tracer. This card is just insane. Targets a face-up card on the board, destroys it. Especially summons a rocket from deck, but then you can only summon dark monster from your extra deck. Not a huge deal. Usually you do this last, unless your hand is subpar sometimes. This card's just insane. The Magnum Rocket. If a link effect targets this card, you can destroy it and send one monster on the field to the graveyard. It's a Dragoon out. Sometimes you can the Abomination target this, blah blah blah. House Dragoons, and then the Rocket Recharger. This guy, if a dark would be destroyed from a dark monster special summon from the extra deck would be destroyed. You can discard this card, special summon another dark monster with a different name than the one destroyed. Also, if you control a extra deck monster, they can't attack this. I saw this got bought out. I think this is like the only printing in the structure deck. I'm not entirely sure, but last time I looked at this card, I think it was 2 days ago, and there was 3 on TCG Player, and I was just like, why? Like, you know what I mean? I don't. Okay. Also, I am playing the one Rocket Synchron. This card's insane. There's actually a couple niche plays you can do with this. I actually play one. I played Dragon Ravine, obviously, but I play like a Dragon Shrine, Foolish Burial, etc. Obviously, Dragon Ravine searchable. But with this card, you can actually, if you draw like a Dragon Shrine, you can send like Red Eyes to graveyard. Like if you don't want to make Dragoons or something like that, you can send the Red Eyes to graveyard. Excuse me, send another card to graveyard, and you can normal summon this. It'll summon back the Red Eyes, and then you make the Chaos Ruler, or you can make the World Savage, which that card is just. And then two of the Homeboy, dude. This card, I'm so happy with this card, dude. So if you control a rocket monster, obviously you special summon this card from your hand. Also, this card goes to the graveyard in any way. You can add a rocket monster from your deck to your hand. This card is absurd. Super huge fan of this. I was playing 3 of this, and then I kind of went back to 2. Also, this is a 50 card list. You guys know that I like playing with big decks. Right, babe?
Yeah.
But I felt there's so many like engines in this and one-ups and stuff. Some of the stuff you don't want to draw. Some of the stuff you can draw. It's fine. But and then for the rest of the Dragon one-ups, excuse me. The Brotaur. This card's absolutely insane. Originally, I remember like the old, like Thunder Dragon Link stuff. This card was absurd with like Eclipse Wyvern and stuff like that. But this card's in your hand or graveyard, and a card you control is destroyed. You can special summon it. You special summon it that way. It gets banished. But whenever this card's special summoned, you can discard a card, or you can target a monster on the board, either player's board, and then add you discard a target a monster's cost on either player's board. Then discard a card, and then you add a monster from your deck with that type. The reason this is insane is because I feel like I don't know if people remember, but like the Dinosaurs was kind of like the hard Dragon Link counter. Not hard, but it was very hard to out like Tyranno and Dragon Link sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. But if you're playing against like Dinosaurs, obviously the counter to Tyranno is your Tyranno, so it makes Dinosaurs very searchable. So, and then the fucking errated boy, dude. I'm so sad this card got errated. I mean, I understand why. Card's just forever the nuts. So, and then of course the white and black Chaos Dragons. Yeah, everyone knows what this does. And then shout out to my boy Devin. Also, happy birthday to my boy Devin. That cat, dude. I've been playing cards with this cat since I was like fucking 12 or something. I'm almost 30 now. He turns 30 tomorrow. But he hooked me up with one of the Alti 11 Airs. Obviously everyone knows what this does. And then, so I chose to play this engine. I was like kind of like lacking cards that I felt like I would be like, oh, I want to send this to graveyard off of Ravine or Shrine or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's the shout out to Pendulums, dude. I'm gonna put Pendulums on the channel very shortly. But obviously the Dark Worm and the 8-0. The one thing that's very cool about this you could actually scale this, and then this will put in scale, and then you can pen some of the rockets from your hand. Obviously, you can only pen some in darks from your hand, level 4 to 0. So, also, the fact that you can dump this and then special it back and then make the Striker Dragon is just very good. And then you can search this, which is also a discard for Chaos Space. So, yeah, it's very good. And then last monster, I chose to play. Shout out to my boy Johnny. We play tested today, and I was like, yeah, let me get one of your Defrag Dragons. See, this card's very good. Level 3 leverages this card a monster spell. Summon it. The card's insane. It just kind of unbricks my hand sometimes. Makes the game state go faster, stuff like that. So obviously this is a lot of fucking monsters. So, and then the spells, boys. The boot sector launch. Obviously, you search up Striker Dragon. Special summon up to 2 rockets from your hand, or if your opponent controls more monsters than you, can special summon rockets from the graveyard equal to the difference of monsters you control. So. And then the One Ravine, obviously you search this off the Link 2 boy, the Dragoonity, Foolish Burial. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. Foolish Burial, Dragon Shrine, Red Ice Fusion. That's it for my one-ofs, and then obviously the 2-pill. I actually was playing 3 of these. The one thing about this deck, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, this deck's fucking terrible, dude." I actually did play the Animadorn Archosaur. I cut it because there wasn't a lot of hands where like you wanted to make that play instead. Like the Archosaur is actually insane though because it's light, so if you did draw it, you could discard it off of Chaos Space. But this card, you actually draw this often. As crazy as that sounds, but you guys should test this. This deck's just, I was very happy with this. Obviously 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Chaos Space, and 3 Quick Launch. And then last card was 3 Dark Rulers. As you guys know, I fucking love this card. I would always play this card in like super heavy combo decks like this. You just lose the die roll and you're just like, oh sweet dude, but sometimes you do that. So also, side fact, I did want to make this deck 60, and I did. I started playtesting with this deck on Wednesday, and I actually played Phantasme, Droll, Nibiru. I tested like a bunch of hand traps, and I was playing 60, and I just wasn't a fan of 60, so I cut it down to 50. It's a lot more consistent. So. And then for the extra deck. So, obviously, 1 Striker Dragon. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. We'll get to Striker Dragon. Obviously, 1 Dragoons. The price tag on this card is fucking disgusting. Everyone knows what this card does. For the 2 Synchros that I play, obviously, the Boral Savage and the Chaos Ruler. This card's broken. This card's broken. The Chaos Ruler actually make more. Sometimes you'll open like a Tyranno and you'll just want to go into the Chaos Ruler and sometimes try and mill the dinosaurs. One thing I was playing, I'm not right now, but was the Reproducus, just to have the dinosaur in the extra deck, so if you did draw the dead pill or something like that, you could do that. And then for the Link ones, obviously the Striker Dragon, the the LP that didn't get banned will next list, Pisty, and that's that for the Link ones. Everyone knows what those cards do. For the Link 2s, the Hack Fibrax, the Needle Fiber, Anaconda, the Romulus, and the Radic Seal. And then for the Link 4s, I play 5 Link 4s. The Unchained. So this card does like 3 things. This card does a bunch of stuff. So if this card's on the field, if a card on the field is destroyed, you can destroy 1 card. If a monster is destroyed by battle, you can destroy a card, and then during the end phase, you can destroy 1 card. So this card's just absurd. Also, it's dark, so when you lock yourself into darks from the extra deck with the what's his fucking tits? The Tracer, Jesus. You can still summon that. Same with the Laurel Sword. I do play the Access Kotaku. This card only has come up a few times, so you can cut this if you want. Buyouts, the card's like 100 plus or something. I don't. It's okay. And then the last two is just the Appaloosa and the Saryuja. The Saryuja is kind of obvious because you need like the generic dragon to get some of your shit off the board. So I will show you a quick combo. I will show you different spots of what you can do in the combo. So, and like someone suggested, I should start showing my hand size because actually in this combo you will need it. The reason I do want to show the hand size as well is because I'm gonna start separating these cards. Sometimes you just need, if you're going first, you need the hand size. I know that people talk about like 2-card combo. Like I looked up like a bunch of like Dragon Link combos, and they were like 2-card combo, but it wasn't because you had to discard cards. So I was just like, all right, cool. So we'll just do it this way. You know what I mean? So let me separate these cards real quick, like. And then obviously I will show you a section where you could play differently according to what you either wanted to do or what your hand would be like. So, all right. So, give me 1 second. All right, here we are, babe. How you doing? Let me switch these up. I need this, and this, and potentially this. So also with this combo, you can see this down here, babe. Obviously, 3 cards in hand, right? And your 2 cards would be the Oviraptor and the Miscellaneousaurus for Dragon Links, boys. But one thing I do want to specify about this, your board could be a lot nuttier depending on what you open. Also, depending on if you went into Chaos Ruler and then excavated 5 and you hit like Tyranno or whatever. So we'll just do this real quick. All right. So obviously, graveyard's gonna be down here. Okay, babe. All right, you got that. Let me just put this here. Okay. So this is hand. So you're going first. Start with 5 cards. You're just gonna discard the miscellaneous. Cool. All right. Then you're gonna normal summon the Oviraptor. You're gonna activate Oviraptor's effect to send the Carbonite into graveyard. Okay. And then I'm going to use Banished for right here. You can still see this, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to banish the Miscellaneousaurus to summon the Aeolo. Alright? And you're going to link the Oviraptor and the Aeolo off into the Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber's effect will then summon the Galaxy Serpent from your deck. Okay? Still look good, babe? Alright. Now we're going to banish the Carbonetin and summon the Flamebow Guard. Alright? Then you're going to link this off into Ya Boy. I actually kind of want to do this the other way. So we'll do this the other way. We'll do Striker Dragon first. There's a couple ways to do this. You could do LP first or Striker Dragon. I like it this way. So Striker Dragon's effect will then activate and add you the Boot Sector Launch. Okay? Then you link this off into the LP. Okay? You're going to use LP's effect to then summon to that zone the Brotaur. Okay? Use Brotaur's effect, target, LP or Striker Dragon, doesn't matter. Also, fun fact, you could target the Needle Fiber and then add like a Porcus card or whatever, it's a machine. So, but we're just going to do that and target and then add the Red Mid, the old boy, the ratted boy. And then here is where you're going to banish the LP to summon the old boy. And then you're going to link this off into the Pisty. Pisty's effect will activate. This doesn't even really matter how you do it, just for that. Alright, and then here, there's so many ways you can do this. A lot of the time you'll use the Red MD effect here, or you can wait a few times and like you can, it's a whole thing, but we're just going to do this just to show. We're just going to send back to Brotaur. Brotaur obviously was already used. So then here, you're going to link these off into the Romulus. This effect will activate to add you the Ravine. Okay. Alright, now you have multiple ways to do this. So you could either make the Verde Anaconda, you could make the Hieratic Seal, somewhere, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the. I think we'll do this. We'll make the those two into the. What do we want to do? I guess we'll do the. Radic Seal's not really gonna do. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Radic Seal. So Brotaur and the Circuit Dragon into Radic Seal, and then you'll use these two. The Verde Anaconda, which you could make Verde Anaconda or Appaloosa. Once again, this is just all what you want to play with, how you're playing the deck. And then you'll play the Ravine. You'll discard a random card to activate Ravine's effect, which will then send the oh boy to add the Tracer. Alright, so you're here. You still got this. So you're going to play the this over top. You're going to activate effect, special summon. Okay. You're going to use effect to destroy this. To then summon the guy that got bought out from your deck. And then these two. Once again, like I said, depending on what these two cards are, you could make a whole bunch of stuff. So those will go into the Savage. The Savage effect will activate and then equip the Needle Fiber of the Romulus with 2 effects. And then you know what I mean? So I like to end on Dragoons a lot of the time with the red meds for next turn, so you just guarantee the OTK next turn. So you would just obviously pay the 2,000, send the where's the fusion at? So you would just send the fusion to graveyard, obviously the Dark Magician and the Red Eyes to summon the old boy. But like I said, so, you know, technically 3-card combo, because you still have 2 cards in hand. You know, it depends on how you want to work this, but in my experience with the deck, you can pan up here, babe. I like to end on boards like this, so I don't use all my resources, because if they Dark Ruler you and then start picking across the board, you're kind of fucked once you start going too deep into the extra deck if they have Dark Ruler or something like that. But also you save the old boy, the Darkness Metal, the Errata boy for next turn. So next turn, obviously, you would probably on their turn bounce with this, you know, bounce with this, and then summon from deck. Usually some of the what would you summon? It's usually the Absurrouter from deck, and then you can add another, you know, it's just a whole thing or whatever you want to do. But I like keeping these two or these two for next turn. I like saving this on the first turn because he's kind of like a normal monster already, because some players won't all of a sudden just Dark Ruler you because they'll be like, oh, like you got this or whatever. But they will most of the time, but you know what I'm saying. So also there is a dinosaur variant with this hand, but it's a 3-card combo and you have to open all 3 cards, and I didn't want to show that. I would rather show a 2-card. So that's just my thing. But you know, next turn you still have all this to work with. So that's just it, guys. So that was two cards in a discard. So but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Also, once again, big shout out, happy birthday, my boy Devin, love you, brother. Yeah, guys, let me know what you want to see for next week. I have Orcus Dragon Link. I have regular Guru Subterror. I have Dragon Link Subterror. That deck's fucking wild. And there was another one that I wanted to play. There's also Dinosaur Thunder, Dino Thunder. But there's a couple other ones. But yeah, guys, let me know if you want to see something in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching. Cheers.